Day 293, 22 for 22. Good morning. I hope this finds you well. Please stay in your fight and don't quit. Well, had a conversation with somebody this weekend, not a veteran, and kind of made me think about some things. I'm not going to say what this person said, but you'll probably get the gist of it. Basically, we are conditioned. Once we have served our time, and we get out, we are still conditioned to have a routine, to go through, there's certain phase lines, I guess is the best way to put it. I even still talk like I'm in, geez. But, there's certain phase lines that we go through every day. We get up, we go to work. Some of us exercise, some of us don't. But we are conditioned to have a routine, to have something concrete that we can put our hands on and say, this is what we're doing next. When we get out, that goes away. As a general rule, we don't have the training schedule dictated to us by our chain of command from core on down on what's going to happen. Even on a ship, there's work call, there's different things that has to happen to make sure that the ship continues to function the way it's supposed to, and that the crew is taken care of, and that everybody is doing what they're supposed to do. Now, and in the Army, you have your training schedule on, you're going to do PT, and then you're going to have personal hygiene, and then you're going to, personal hygiene and breakfast, and then first work call formation, and all these other, marks that we hit throughout the day. That final formation everybody's looking forward to at 1600, that happens at 2000. We're conditioned for that. We're also conditioned to, look out for each other. Now, when we come out of the Army or any of the services, we don't necessarily find that. The civilian world is a completely different animal when it comes to that. It's all about what they can get for themselves and what you can get for yourself. In large, well, that's what I find largely. The exception might be EMS, the Blue Line, Border Patrol, that sort of thing. Anything that is paramilitary, I guess is probably a better word for it. And even then, the camaraderie is not the same. And I guess that's even changing in the Army now too. But I guess what I'm trying to get at is that when we get out, we kind of get lost. We get lost in ourselves, trying to figure out what the next step is going to be for us. Some of us have a plan, some of us don't. And you can't just shut off what we've done. I can't shut off what I've learned. I still try to sit in the dominant point of the room. Still make sure I try to be facing the door. I don't run my house as a military house, but my house is going to have some sort of semblance of order in it, and we will be listened to by our kids. There's I'm not saying this is a cause for suicide. I don't know, but I do know that we end up getting lost, and I know that I'm still trying to find where I belong in this civilian society. I know what I do for a job, and I do it well, but I still gotta, the camaraderie is there because the people that are doing the same job I am are all prior military, and some of them that are doing the job below me are military too. And the ones that are not military, you can kind of tell. They don't have the same outlook on the job. Whether you're getting paid $4 an hour or freaking $80 an hour, you do your damn job. You don't always find that. So what I'm saying is we end up getting lost, and we end up and it kind of gets you right there. And sometimes you just end up in a bad spot, and then you throw in family. Family is great. The thing is you got to have somebody that's got your back. Like, I know Becky has my back, plain and simple. No doubt, and I have hers. You don't always find that. And then when that goes in the shitter, that can be a killer, plain and simple. Because you've gone from something that you've known, something that like for me, I enjoyed what I did, I mean, a lot. I really wish I could have stayed in. I really wish I could have done my job the way it was supposed to be done, not end up out when I did, and how I did. But and then you throw in a family life that didn't work, and I'm not the only one. I mean, the divorce rate in the military community is about 50%, and I think it's about 49.5 out here in the civilian world. So neither side has got to lock on keeping their act together in the home. You know, you throw that in there with being lost and throw in PTSD or a catastrophic injury, and you have a recipe for somebody stepping off the precipice into the abyss. So what we've got to do is police each other up, work together, and try to do our best to, you know, build, not break down people. The suicide problem is so complex. It's not just one issue that sends somebody over the edge. There's so many twists and turns to it that it's hard to address any one thing. So if you need help, you go get that help, and you stay here. You stick with it, and you get on with your life, and you live your life to have a happy life. All right, some push-ups, and I went a little long. I'm sorry. One, oh jeez. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. 1 for the airborne ranger in the sky. 1 for the infantry. 1 for the fallen. Alright, so if you need help, you get help. Get it from friends, family, professionals. Just reach out. Don't go this alone. You're not alone. Whatever you do, please do not seek a permanent solution to a temporary problem. You got this. See you here tomorrow. Tough out.